Hey guys, Everyday Aficionados here with another beer review. Today we're taking a look at DirtWolf. It's an Imperial IPA out of Victory Brewing Company in Downingtown, Pennsylvania. It is 8.7% alcohol by volume. It's their new perennial. It replaced Hop Wallop, so you can get this year-round. It's brewed with 2-row imported malts, and it features 4 different hop varieties: Simcoe, Mosaic, Citra, and Chinook. And they're whole flower hops.
So they're really just trying to go for the pure hop characteristics here.
They say that they brewed this beer like in tribute to hop plants, really. So that's where it gets like the name from, DirtWolf. They say that like hops rise from the ground like wolf among sheep.
It's nothing too fancy, just, your typical Victory thing. They have very, illustrative labels.
Kind of cartoony, I guess. It almost looks like it could be like the cover of like a comic book or something. But yeah, it's hop vines in the shape of a wolf. Plays off the name. It goes. It's not anything too amazing, but it works. So I'm having a hard time finding the bottle on date on this one right now. I looked at it the other day in one of the other bottles of the 4-pack. And I know it was within the last month that it was bottled.
Very yellow.
So yeah, it's kind of like a yellowish, strawish with a hint of orange.
Real sudsy head.
Yeah, it's got a nice sudsy, whitish to off-white head.
Not too much lacing.
A little cloudy. Decent bubbles to it.
I got a lot of sediment in mine. Do you see yours?
Oh yeah.
All the sediment?
Yep. I get a ton of tropical fruit from this one.
Mm-hmm.
I get like a pineapple, mango. I get grapefruit, passion fruit.
Melon. Smells really sweet.
There is a bit of a breadiness to it also.
This is so appetizing.
Mm-hmm.
Really delicious. I cannot wait to drink it.
Yeah, it just gets your mouth watering. Cheers.
Is so sweet and fruity. Pineapple is the big one that's coming through for me.
Yeah, the first thing that I get as soon as it washes over my palate is that hot bitterness. It just boom there. As soon as that hits you, it rushes into a bunch of these tropical fruit flavors. I get a lot of peach. I get pineapple is another big one. Some mango, maybe some tangerine-ish type flavors. Yeah, just a lot of big tropical fruit notes. More of the nose, all in the taste too. So everything that we got in the smell is right there in the flavor also.
Very fresh tasting too.
Mm-hmm. I do think it's medium bodied. It's got like a soft tongue tingly kind of carbonation to it. It's very hop forward, but there's a decent malt to this one. It's kind of like a sweet bready kind of malt that kind of just really, it balances and adds to the hops in this one. The finish is really dry. It's more of the tropical fruit flavors that linger on the palate afterwards with a slight bitterness.
It's real sweet over the palate, and the finish has got a real an herbal complexity.
There is a bit of an herbal pininess, almost like an undertone in this one. You do get the alcohol a little bit, but it really blends with everything else. It's like a sweet alcohol that kind of combines with every other sweet aspect of the beer. And it provides a slight warming in the mouth or the back of the throat. Highly drinkable at the ABV that it is though.
Even though it does have a strong sense of acidity that forces you to sip it. Yeah, it's really floral and nectary too. The sweetness in it is almost again, it's like a nectary sweetness, not like a sugary sweetness, and not a malty sweetness either. Although that is there, I would say it's a sweetness that comes from the hops, and that makes it all the more compelling and interesting.
There may be even a bit of a resininess to this one. I definitely get a bit of grapefruit on the finish too, now that I think about it. The bitterness on your tongue feels like the linger of a grapefruit. Alright, so we've got 2 empty glasses, which means unanimous recommendations. When it comes to year-round IPAs, I don't think you can get much better than this one. Of the beers that came out in 2013, this is probably one of my favorite ones. I love the tropical fruitiness to this. It's incredibly complex, really drinkable at the ABV. It's just really delicious and mouth-watering. It's one of my favorite IPAs.
I agree. Every aspect of this drink is enjoyable. From the smell, my mouth was just watering so much I could not wait to taste it. And once I tasted it, I couldn't even believe it. I've never had an IPA with quite this kind of characteristic, especially one that is, like you said, year round and that isn't some sort of specialty IPA. So there is absolutely no reason why you shouldn't go out and pick up some of these because you owe it to yourself. It's so good. Delicious, fruity, nectary, sweet. I've never had such a sweet IPA. And something just so fresh and balanced. You really have to try it. It's great.
If you're an IPA fan and you can get your hands on this stuff, absolutely don't hesitate. It's a great beer. Highly recommended by me. Until next time, everyday aficionados with our Victory DirtWolf review. Thanks for watching.
See you next time.
And my eyes burned with anguish and anger.